Hey, this is Greg Crabtree, visiting up with accelerators up here in Wisconsin. So our market update that wanted to fill all the EO members in on. What we're seeing now is still basically a flat economy. I would probably say the real GDP for most businesses are around -1%. That's not all bad, but here's what you need to know. The market's not going to zero, but you are not going to get the wins of market growth in that process. You've got to go get market share from somebody instead of riding the winds of growth. And market share acquisition is totally different executional strategies than riding the waves of market growth. On top of that, though, we've got a second one that we're watching that is probably more troubling. And we're seeing a significant rise in non-labor operating expenses for businesses that are 10 million and under. Used to, the black hole would exist around 3 million, and that would be because you'd have to hire labor before you could fully utilize it. Now we're seeing a significant increase in the non-labor operating expenses that you've got to spend money on before you can fully utilize it to stay competitive. And so the larger companies over 10 million are decidingly having an 8 to a 10% profit advantage over the smaller businesses. And when I say small, it means 10 million and under, not under a million. And so those are trends that we're continuing to watch. But those trends of operating expenses, I think, also really tell the story of what true inflation is. And I think true inflation is still probably somewhere between 6 and 8% if you took a basket of all spending across business and personal and looked at it rationally. And so you got to be prepared for those. But the good thing is the good businesses are separating from the mediocre businesses. And so if you can be best in class in what you do, you're going to be fine. You just don't want to be mediocre, and you're going to get tire tracks up your backside. And so you got to get prepared.